my film introduction, so I did a test so I know what I was doing when I was on the set. The aperture makes it change in and out of focus of an object or person. So in my film, I'm using it to change the focus between the victim and the stalker. This is a test of me using depth of field.
So that starts to record, brilliant. Now you want to try and change the aperture, great. That's it, use the dial.
But which way?
Just have a look, just play with it, it's fine. There we go, so that's great. So now you can see that it's actually the aperture's starting to increase. Okay. And if that ISO is on auto, which it is, that's great, that does that all for you. So now you can actually see that the focus, everything's in focus now.
Yeah.
And that's it, so when you go back again. The reason why I don't probably want you to do it on auto is because it might be, you might have, when on locations and stuff, speaking from experience, the light isn't as good as this sometimes. So it's probably good that you take it off automatic and have the ability to change it. So if we change your ISO from to like 100 is like the lowest. Okay, so that's great. So have a little play with like getting the camera in focus and Robbie in focus. Has anyone seen Lost in Space?
And I'm also wearing a Jersey Live band from the last music festival. And I'm wearing makeup.
So there might be a shot set in for yours that you cut from him looking out the window to you being in front of him. So he's looking into the camera, but you want everything else out of focus around him, just because you're focused.
The crane would be good for an establishing shot, as the crane will allow a smooth shot moving up or down. I would like to use a crane for when I use an establishing shot of the town. I'm editing my movie on Final Cut Pro. I started by importing all my footage, and then I just worked by putting in each bit of footage that I needed to edit. Then I cut and edited all my bits so it fit together smoothly. I also used the lock key, which locks my video in place but allows me to move the sound, which I don't need in my film introduction. Final Cut Pro also allows me to change the brightness and contrast of any piece of footage. Changing the brightness in my film was necessary because I found some bits too dark. On After Effects, I have added effects such as Twitch effect to emphasize the theme of my movie, which is a thriller. I have also used After Effects to create the credits to my film introduction. I'm using Soundtrack Pro to create the soundtrack to my opening film. I want my soundtrack to create suspense to the film, as it is a thriller. I've also made a soundtrack for the opening of the film Panic Room and also for my animatic. This has been good to create a right soundtrack and noises for a film.
Ah, yes.
So far I've only been messing around with some effects, such as Twitch, to see what effects I'd like to use in my product. I have put all my film together and it is around 2.5 minutes, so I'm unable to film the old house scene.